The Street Profits are backstage for the gender reveal party for Maria Kanellis that they are hosting. And, we have talked about a lot of roles that different guys have to play. There is the class lines up at the top of the ramp. There is having to wear the shirt promoting the next pay-per-view. There are being one of the 24/7 guys. And then there is being the background players for the gender reveal party. And I'm scanning and I'm seeing the usual suspects. We've got Mike Kanellis there, obviously. Hawkins, Ryder, Titus O'Neil, Sarah Schreiber, Kayla Braxton, Sarah Logan, Heath Slater, and, Ricochet. Yeah. And obviously there was a reason Ricochet was there. But when Mike Kanellis enters, Maria enters and announces it's a boy, and all of them had to react like this was the biggest news ever. And Ricochet's reaction I was just fixated on Ricochet's reaction to this. It was something else. And she tells Mike that the father of the baby is Ricochet. And Ricochet immediately says, "She's lying. She is lying." And Mike slaps him and tells him, "Meet me in the ring." And they storm off, and then Angelo Dawkins says, "I was worried she was going to say I was the father." And they joke about a baby on a pole match. And then one of them says, "What about a Maria on a pole match?" And Montez Ford says, "That's how we got here in the first place."
So I just had to take my headphones off because I didn't want to relive this segment with you repeating it to me because it was tough enough watching it the first time. We just came off of a great match between Baron Corbin and Chad Gable, and all of a sudden this show just took a nosedive. What the fuck was this? Like, oh my god, just from, just I know it's a Maria Kanellis, Mike Kanellis angle, and those have really sunk the bar pretty deep anyway, but I thought this was next level. Like, just doing a straight up Jerry Springer 1998 angle on your the WWE 1998 angle on your 2019 television, along with like Mike Kanellis' immediate reaction to finding out that his wife has cheated with a fellow colleague and that the fellow colleague has impregnated his wife. "Meet me in the ring." Something I'm sure any father, any husband in that situation would probably say. And then the tasteless joke about Maria being on a pole. It was just, this show just, we hadn't even reached our depth yet.
Yes. For all the our young female fans out there that live vicariously through our superstars.
From the baby faces too.
Just the very lame joke that you could certainly be offended by. It's just lame. Mike Kanellis, yes, challenges. I was like, why don't we do a game of like pickup basketball?
Sure. Might have been more entertaining.
Ricochet doesn't want to fight. He looks like a total idiot here. He's pleading his case. Kanellis slaps him, drops him with a right hand. Ricochet hits a springboard clothesline in the recoil and wins in 1:06 so that Renee can say that Mike got his ass whipped by his own baby's daddy. And then Cole says, what are they going to name the child? Rico? Ricochet? Trevor?
Yep.
He would be Trevor Boy, I guess. Trevor Baby.
What?
His name's Trevor Man. So it would be Trevor Child. After the break, Mike is still reeling from the loss of his wife and the match. Maria comes out and says she lied so that she could motivate him. Ricochet is not the father, but she thought if she humiliated him, he would be man enough to defend her unborn child's honor. And maybe she will now reveal the father. And as she goes to reveal the father, Rusev comes out with his new companion, his mustache.
And his bare chest.
His bare chest. And this dude looked like he just locked himself into a gym for several months and came out of it. This guy looked just shredded.
Yeah, I mean, working
and
really
tanned.
Yep, working really hard. And I'm sure incredibly happy that this ended up being the payoff for all those months of hard work.
Yeah, Rusev, you're going to come out and it's going to be as a one-line joke about your sleeping with Maria and impregnated her.
So he is, as far as we know right now, he is the father?
He was never said he's not the father.
Right.
They never cleared that up.
Because Maria, they never... like, once Rusev came out, like, Maria was, like, smiling and almost, like, like, pointing at him, as if to say this is who she meant to say all along.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, let's, forget the fact that this is really stupid, and I can't believe, this... I can't believe I was spending my adult life as a 35-year-old watching this. It was one of those moments. And on top of that, like, it would be one thing if this was like Bobby Roode, okay, or Dolph Ziggler. But this was Rusev, somebody that throughout his entire history has been recognized as having a female companion and a wife in Lana. So her absence in this, or her lack of mention really in all this, was completely perplexing. Another kind of dangling thread that remains to be unsolved that I'm sure will go the way of, the Eric Rowan doppelganger. There was just so much wrong with this.
Maybe they were like halfway through the writing of all these segments and someone in the room just like put his head in his hands and was like, they're trying to figure out, it's like, how do we reveal another father? And someone just goes, oh God, this is Russo shit. Rusev? Get him on the phone.
God.
Oh.
A for effort.
I tried.